Hello everyone, friends. With the release of the third part, the popularity of the Poppy Playtime universe has increased many times over, and the players are already looking forward to part 4 of Poppy, which may be the final one. She should finish the prototype story arc and tell us who she really is. In general, what do we know about the new part of the game? When will it be released? Who will be the main character? Who will be the main villain? What theories do fans of the game have? Let's talk about this today. But before that, friends, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel. And write in the comments what you would like to see in the next video. As of right now, we simply do not yet have any official information about when Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 is set to release. So, while this is all just pure speculation, let's try and see when Chapter 4 might be coming out. Chapter 1 was released on October 13th, 2021, and Chapter 2 on May 5th, 2022. And while we hoped that Chapter 3 would follow a similar release pattern of about half a year or so of development, it came out more than a year and a half after that, on January 30th, 2024. Chapter 3 was plagued with several delays, as it was initially supposed to have come out much earlier. Though, as it is by far the most complex Poppy Playtime chapter yet, this is to be expected. We can expect Chapter 4 to be the biggest and most exciting one yet. Hopefully, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 is going to come out sooner than that. The first place where we can end UP.1, Playcare's Depths. Possible story driven by cryptic hints in Chapter 3, we dive into Playcare Associates' sinister basement, unearthing the twisted origins of the monstrous toys. Imagine facing mutated experiments, deciphering chilling research logs, and confronting the source of the nightmares. Possible villains: the puppeteer, a shadowy figure orchestrating the experiments, hidden in the depths, manipulating children's innocence. Prototype abominations, grotesque failures of previous toy creations, driven mad by their suffering and eager to unleash their rage. 2. The masterminds. Possible story: venturing beyond the familiar factory, we infiltrate Playtime Co.'s opulent headquarters, exposing the executives responsible for the horrors. Prepare for tense standoffs, corporate espionage, and uncovering the secrets fueling their twisted ambitions. Possible villains: corrupted CEO, a charismatic yet ruthless leader driven by profit and fueled by a dark obsession with manipulating childhood desires. Board of Shadows. A council of enigmatic figures controlling the company, their motives shrouded in darkness and whispers of forbidden research. I have a theory for Chapters 4 new monster. Chapter 1 Huggy Wuggy was the most successful Playtime Colorado toy. Chapter 2 Mummy Long Legs was another successful toy. Chapter 3 Catnap was mindfully due to controversy, but not before being sold. What if Chapter 4's main enemy was the biggest failed toy in the company's history, failing so terribly that they tried to force kids to buy it, but ended up discontinuing the toy after a failed brainwashing. After completing Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 and escaping Catnap, fans are already speculating about who will be the main antagonist in Chapter 4. Here's everything we know about the potential main villain in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 was a remarkable sequence of the franchise with all of its thought-provoking puzzles and creepy characters. The star of the game was definitely Catnap, who was revealed a while before Chapter 3 launched as the main villain. Mob Entertainment always hits right with their character designs, and fans are already wondering who would the main villain of Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 be. The prototype. Widely speculated that the prototype could be the next villain. Teased since Chapter 1, he's likely to serve as the final boss of the franchise. However, if he were to appear as the antagonist in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, it would signal the end of the series. Nevertheless, we believe there will be one more chapter before the prototype makes his debut. In the game, after defeating Catnap, Ollie mentions that you're one step closer to encountering the prototype. Initially, we were led to believe that Catnap was our final major obstacle, as suggested by Poppy's words. However, introducing one more villain and an entire chapter before encountering the prototype would enrich the storyline with additional details. Huggy Wuggy. While we did witness Huggy Wuggy fall from a platform and collide with a few pipes, we didn't actually see a body. This is merely a theory, but the possibility of Huggy Wuggy making a comeback would certainly be a pleasant surprise for fans. It's not entirely implausible, as he could have landed on something soft or in water at the base of the building. Boxy Boo. Boxy Boo is another popular choice among fans for the antagonist of Chapter 4. We've seen Boxy Boo's design and encountered him in the Hour of Joy tape, but he has yet to make an appearance in the game. While some players are enthusiastic about the idea of Boxy Boo becoming the main villain, we have reservations. This stems from his design, which isn't as creepy as that of the other main characters. While he would undoubtedly make a formidable opponent in the game, we have difficulty envisioning him in the leading role. Poppy. There's a theory circulating that Poppy might be evil. Although she has helped us a lot and even protected us from Kissy Missy, we cannot be certain whether Poppy is good or not. While she aims to eliminate all possessed toys, her motives and what she wants to happen after that remains unclear. It may seem obvious, but it's worth noting that the game is titled Poppy's Playtime after all. There are numerous mysteries surrounding Poppy, and hopefully we'll uncover more about her in the next chapter. New character. There's always the possibility of introducing a new character to the game. Rather than relying on familiar faces, the producers have the creative freedom to craft a brand new villain with a unique story and design. This idea is particularly enticing considering that fans are already anticipating known characters to take on the role of the main villain in the next chapter. Introducing a completely new toy would heighten fans' excitement and provide an excellent opportunity for advertisement, similar to the impact Catnap had. A couple of theories also appeared about who the person we are playing for is. I believe that we, the players, are Jimmy Roth, the Chief Marketing Officer for Playtime Co. Let me explain why this may be the case. We all know the VHS tapes spread throughout the game. A tiny detail about those VHS tapes is how they foreshadow what's to come. For example, the Marcus tape explains how one of the workers at the factory saw a creature described as PG Pugpillar, and what comes next in the game, the PJ Puplia Chase. Another example would be the red VHS tape about someone addressing the fact that some of the employees have noticed a giant spider crawling around, obviously talking about Mummy Longlegs, and what comes next, the Mummy Longlegs chase, where we see her behave and move more like a spider. Another time would be after Mummy's death, when we see her being dragged off by the prototype. We got a tape about him. Another reason why I find this to be the case takes me back to another popular theory. Another popular theory that I'm sure you are all aware of is that the player is one of the upper-ups, somebody who would know that the experiments were going on and that these monsters existed. That can't be the case, because if we were one of the higher-ups, wouldn't we know right at the beginning of the first chapter that the Huggy that we see is alive and rabid? Now, going back to why I believe we are Jimmy Roth is because of Jimmy's position at the company as the Chief Marketing Officer, who is also responsible for boosting profits, would not be aware of what is secretly going on in the factory. To sum it all up, Jimmy would definitely be high enough in the company, but not so high where he would be aware of what is secretly going on. And that's where we end. Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give likes, and also write comments. Thanks for watching and bye.